Children, and you who remember your childhoods, I would like to tell you a story about a curious little fellow, a puppet. A puppet whose greatest wish was to stop being a puppet and begin being a boy, a real boy. But as he would learn, and you will learn as well, the journey between hoping and becoming is long, difficult, and full of surprises, even for those of us without a wooden head. So, where to begin? Of course, where all stories begin. Once upon a workbench. No. Once upon a workbench. The workbench of the carpenter Geppetto lay a log, a long, lumpish log, the kind of log you or I might add to the fireplace on a cold winter's night. But not Geppetto. Geppetto had other plans, for this was more than just a log. This was more than mere wood. This was magic. This log giggled and groaned. And it wriggled and moaned. This long, lumpish log had a life of its own. What to make from a log like this? Of course, a puppet. But a puppet so real that people would say, it's as though that puppet has a life of its own. And wouldn't you know it? It would. Come, wood, come to work, Geppetto cried. Then he gripped it. The log growled, so he hit it. The log howled when he scratched it. The log screamed. It wept tears, so it seemed. What would? If he cut it, the log cursed. When he carved it, even worse. But he chiseled, and he shaped, and he painted, and he scraped, until... What's this? He frowned. What's that? That sound. What now? A beat. A heart. Alive. And then, with a laugh and a grin, a leap and a spin, the puppet was gone. laughed, "You got me!" But not for long. After all that excitement, the chase and the tumble, the kicks and the screams, the puppet Pinocchio, for that was his name, promised Geppetto to behave, to be honest, to become a good boy. He promised, so he said he would. But did he? Would he? Of course not. For this puppet, as is true of all puppets, had very little brains and no sense at all, and instead of choosing the path to wisdom, he chose the road to adventure. A road that led him eventually to the dwelling of a most marvelous being, to one who became his most ardent champion, his protector, his guardian angel.